phenomenal, legendary, and blessed morning, noon, night, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to a Mustard Seed Movement. So, I apologize. I apologize because we are in this series, and last week I gave you guys 1 Thessalonians 5 9 through 11, and I gotta tell you, this week was a struggle for me. Or this past week was a struggle for me. Work was crazy and I did not get to, come back on and, recite it to you guys or anything like that. And I just wanted to come up here and apologize. And you're probably like, oh, you don't have to apologize. But one thing I don't like is to start something and not finish it. And so we are going to finish strong. Excuse me. But I also wanted to come on here and just share with you guys that you have to evaluate what it is that you're doing and understanding what God has for you to do and what your life has you doing. And so I still work a 9 to 5 job, and what I was not realizing is how much this job was actually taking over my life. And it's due to loss of, 2 significant employees. They left on their own, but they have not been replaced. And so that work has eventually fallen on me. And even though I expressed that this was not logical, let alone feasible for me to do on a regular basis, it basically felt like it was going on deaf ears. And so that kind of is what fueled everything else, because I was drained and tired. And by the time I was done, with work, whether I was starting early, staying on late, doing both, and it was really doing something to me mentally and spiritually. And so I wanted to share that just to give someone else the understanding that there are going to be times when you're going to have to reevaluate what is important and what is valuable to you, right? So it's not that my job is not important. In fact, it is very important. It allows me to pay my bills. And God is very important to me. And I should have known that I was already on a downward trajectory when I was starting to shift my responsibilities to being more about the job than it was about my work that I do with God. And that's personal work. That's, what he has me doing with the YouTube channel, all of it. And so I want to encourage someone to take inventory of what it is that you're doing. Take inventory of where your responsibilities are. Nothing shall come before God. The word literally says, have no other gods before me. And I can honestly admit that I was idolizing my job for different reasons. And the truth of the matter is, no matter who physically signs your paycheck, God allows it. And so I had to come to that realization that my priorities were out of line. And in my opinion, the YouTube channel suffered for it. And so I do apologize. I will continue with committing scriptures to memory, and where I'm just going to pick up where I left off. I didn't even truly take the time I needed to study First Thessalonians 5, 9 through 11. And so I'm still going to make sure that I do that, and I will share that, but also come back with another scripture for us to commit to memory for the week. And so it may not be today. It may be tomorrow, which is Tuesday, March 11th, but I will be back. And so I just wanted to express that, though, because, you know, some people may feel like, oh man, I'm not doing this thing perfectly. I'm not doing this perfectly at all. And life still lives. Things happen, things change, and I had to basically have my own come to Jesus moment and be reminded that I can put nothing before him. And that's not to say that my YouTube channel should come before my job. However, if God is still allowing me to do this, there's a commitment here that, because it's God's will for me, that I will continue to do. However, what I do in the background with God, whether it's praying or whatever, those things can't take a back seat just because there are demands at the job. Because to be honest, without the help of God, those demands will continue to be demands, and I will continue to be stressed out, overworked, and just not in a good place in general, which would essentially take me away from you guys, which I don't like. I like coming on for you guys. And so I pray you have grace for me, and I wanted to share that because this might help somebody else. And thank you. Thank you for grace in advance. Thank you for understanding. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you.